bridal hand fan was not supposed to look like this. Halfway through, something didn't go as planned, and instead of starting over, I changed the entire approach. First of all, I started by making a circular hoop with this wire, which you can get from scrap stores or welding material dealers. I used 22 inches as the full length and used this jewelry plier to cut. After this, I started forming my circular hoop and joined both ends with a sellotape. You can also use masking tape or anything strong enough to hold the ends together while forming a circular shape. Before moving forward, I took time to reform the circle until I achieved a near-perfect circle form. Next, I picked this glitter half-inch ribbon to wrap around the hoop. I started by applying glue at the joints to secure it properly, then continued wrapping carefully until I returned to the starting point. Finally, I secured the ribbon firmly and trimmed off the excess neatly at this point. Now, I picked up a lavender or lilac tutu net, expecting it to wrap around the hoop to achieve a similar ruffle effect, but the width was too narrow for the circle. So, I immediately switched plans and tried something I had been imagining. I folded the net into 3 layers, applied glue in sections along the edge of the hoop, and carefully pressed the net onto it. I worked in batches so I would have enough room to stretch the net outward evenly before adding the next section. With this approach, you can achieve a neat and fast result even when working with multiple layers, and most importantly, when you want the net to feel turgid when you don't have enough material. After covering the hoop completely, I trimmed off the excess net and carefully sealed the rough edges with a lighter where necessary. Now, the circular hoop is ready. Before embellishing it, I needed to prepare the handle and central part because the beading around the hoop will not go all the way round. Using the heart pattern of 6.5 by 5 inches as a general dimension, I drafted 2 heart-shaped handles and double-layered them to make them stronger. You can also use a hat or shoe pad or any stiff material like cardboard or carton. I am using a strong interfacing sheet. Some people call it gum stay, and this is the thickest quality in my area. Next, I covered the surface of the handle with a plain purple fabric using UHN gum. You can also use your regular shoe gum if you have one. After covering the heart shape, I trimmed off the excess fabric, leaving a small allowance for a neat finishing. Then I notched the edges carefully so the fabric would wrap smoothly around the curves. If you're enjoying this detailed craft tutorial, consider subscribing so you don't miss the next transformation in this series. Next, I will carefully fold and wrap the allowance to the back side. To give this handle a unique and eye-catching effect, I am using mini flowers. They come in different colors and materials and they are very affordable. I use about 1.5 packs of this polyester mini flower, with each pack containing 100 pieces. If you're interested in these mini flowers, you can check the link in the description for more details. And if you're already part of my community, feel free to reach out to me directly. To complement the flowers, I fixed some pearls at the center using my beading tool. After that, I arranged the flowers carefully on the handle, following a consistent pattern. Earlier, I had already used the hat handle to measure and determine where the pearls around the circular hoop will stop. Next, I will apply this flat base around the edges using this B6000 glue, following the points that I have marked. Now that the hoop is pearled and the handle is ready, all that's left is assembling. I attached the hoop to one half of the handle, ensuring it was positioned correctly before securing it with glue. Then I covered the lower surface with the remaining half of the handle. While doing this, I made sure the glue did not touch the fabric edges to avoid a rough finish. If I were to repeat this design, I would assemble the circle and handle first before fully embellishing with the mini flowers, because that way the floral surface would not feel too bumpy during attachment. Actually, this turned out even more beautiful than I expected. Using these mini flowers, there are so many ways you can create a bridal hand fan. For this particular concept, you can make up to 3 hoops or more. So if you were to choose a bridal hand fan, will you go with this common trend or this? Let me know in the comment section, and if you love to get more mind-blowing creative ideas on floral accessories, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. See you on the next video.